So I want to switch gears a little bit and talk a little bit about how we as consumers can be more conscious about how we shop and where we shop, because I know a lot of it is based on fair trade and making sure we buy products that are ethical. So could you talk a little bit about that and how we as consumers can learn about which products are ethical and where we can shop for these?
Yeah, so this is like Dressember's bread and butter. Like we are best known for our style challenge. So it's really important for us to integrate fashion into what we do. We're telling people to wear a dress or tie in December. So we need to make sure that they're doing so ethically. The fashion industry, especially fast fashion, is one of the largest contributors to labor trafficking in the US and internationally. So in the US, here in LA, it's a big trafficking destination for so many reasons, for, being close to an international border. But one of them also is because of our fashion district in downtown LA. So there's, people think like, okay, if things are made in LA, then they must be fine. Like we have, certain standards and practices in place, and that's not the case at all. And same with globally and internationally as well. Like so many of the things that we buy and the clothes that we wear are made in China and Bangladesh by children that are being exploited and trafficked. And it's such a long journey, I will say, to getting to a place of being a conscious consumer. And that's what I always tell people is, you can't make all these changes overnight, but a great place to start is just like starting to, and I think because we're all home, it's a good time to consume information, is starting to really think like, okay, if I'm wearing this shirt and it's made in Bangladesh and it cost $10 and I got it at Forever 21 or H&M or a fast fashion company that's putting out a lot of product, how is that possible? Like if you kind of do the math in your head and you think about the fabric and the person sewing it and it getting shipped from across the world, like it doesn't add up. So I think just starting to think like, just doing a little bit of math in your head and starting to pay a little more attention to where your products are coming from. And there's so many places you can start. Like I said, we talk about it all the time on our blog, books you can read, documentaries you can watch. And looking for certifications it kind of does the work for you. So like Fair Trade Certified, that ensures that Fair Trade Certified is really big in the food industry. So when you're buying chocolate, bananas, coffee, that ensures that, there's no trafficking going on in the supply chain anywhere, that those farmers are getting paid fairly. There's no children in the supply chain that are being exploited. So Fair Trade Certified is great. B Corps is another one, B corporations, that, these certifications take a lot of work and audits to get. So I trust a few of them. And we talk about those on our blog. We also have an ethical fashion directory. If you are interested in we have all kinds of things on there, but I will say most of the brands are female brands that work with artisans in Uganda or in India that are making beautiful handmade stuff. And shopping ethically does cost a bit more, but it's kind of moving in this direction of we don't need so much stuff. Let's just have less stuff, better quality, and making sure that we're supporting workers, garment workers, and farmers. And oftentimes, where there's labor trafficking, there's sex trafficking. When there's a bad factory, it's exploiting children, women. So I think it's just a lot of brands too. I always look for maybe they don't have a certification and that's okay, but they're transparent on their website, or if you message them and say I'm really interested in purchasing your products, can you tell me a bit more about the supply chain? I always trust brands that are absolutely, here's a look into it, or they share that information publicly. It's the ones that can't, and I think some of the times they don't even know, because our clothes our clothes and everything go through so many stages to get here. This might, a shirt might be sewn ethically in a factory, but who picked that cotton? Was it a child that that picked the cotton, or was it like someone being paid
Yeah, how would you
fairly?
know?
Yeah, or paid fairly, I mean. So
Right.
like I said, it's just everything goes on such a journey to get to us. So yeah, I think just making a conscious effort to pay a little bit more attention to it is a great
Yeah.
start.
I really appreciated what you said about simplifying our lives. I think now more than ever, people are thinking about simplifying their life and how we can simplify, but also we have a little bit more time on our hands. So to be more thoughtful about how we shop and the products that we buy, taking that extra minute to understand, what it might take to, buy one water bottle versus another because, they're being made with, the right things for the environment or they're not being associated with labor trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes a little bit extra effort, but this is probably the best time that we can take, to take extra minute to shop. So I think that's
Yeah.
really important. So how does one get involved in Dressember? What can all of us do to be a part of that amazing event?
Yeah, so our campaign is open year round. You can sign up on our website. It's just dressember.org, or if you want to go directly to fundraise, it's dressember.org/fundraise. You can start a page there. You can do like birthday fundraisers, or if you're hosting an event, like your page is there. And then December is the actual style challenge where you commit to wearing a dress or a tie. And that's really when our advocates are like sharing so it's like a social media profile. So you share your URL. It's linked to Facebook, so you can fundraise on Facebook. You can do it via email. Some people don't even use social media at all. They're like just asking family and friends in person. So everyone fundraises a bit differently. But yeah, so the page is on our website. You start that, you add a photo, you add a blurb why you're participating. You wear a dress every day, and we have advocates that raise anything from $50 all the way up to $20,000. So it just you would be surprised how many people will support you in something that you're passionate about. So yeah, and then that leads us up to January, which is National Human Trafficking Awareness Month.
For sure. Viewers, thank you for joining us this week. We hope our Facebook Live series are inspiring you to make change with Coin Up. We invite you to coin up for Dressember by clicking on the link in the caption below. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again soon.